In Twidget, loops allow you to execute commands multiple times, either based on a condition or through a set number of iterations. Loops can also be nested, meaning you can run loops within other loops, creating complex logic for your tasks. We have created 3 variables: a number variable called count, a list of text named textList, and a Boolean variable called isRunning. There are 3 types of loops: list loop, count loop, and while loop. Let's start by adding a list loop. Click on the Add Command button. This opens the Commands sidebar, which shows a list of commands. You can find the list loop command in the Loops command group. Select the command. The list loop command enables you to loop through a list of items, executing nested commands for each item in the list. To use a list loop, you will have to select the list variable you want to loop through. Let's select the text list we created. The item name is the name of the variable that will reference each list item within the loop. Let's click Save. We'll add a log command to the loop. The log command will log the list item we are currently on. This loop command we just created, when executed, will iterate through each item in the text list and log the value of the item. List loops allow you to perform actions on each item within a list, creating a powerful way to manage batch operations. Next, let's demonstrate the count loop. Let's add a count loop to the function. The count loop command repeats the nested commands a specified number of times. You can also specify the order or the iterator. You can access the current index of the count loop using the item name. Let's add a sum command to the count loop. This sum will take the count variable and add 5 to it, then return the result and apply it to the count variable. When executed, the count loop command will loop 10 times. On each loop, it will add 5 to the count variable and reapply the results. At the end of the loop, the value of the count variable will be 60. Count loops are useful for repeating actions a specific number of times, enabling you to control the flow of your tasks precisely. Finally, let's look at the while loop. We'll add a while loop to the function. A while loop uses a condition to determine whether to run. When this condition is true, it will execute the nested commands assigned. When false, it will stop iterating and move on to the next command if one exists. For this while loop, we'll evaluate if isRunning is true. Then save the command. We'll also add a log command which logs the text isRunning. When this command executes, it will loop indefinitely due to isRunning always being true. It is best to evaluate dynamic variables when it comes to while loops to ensure the command does not run forever. While loops are ideal for executing commands as long as certain conditions are met, offering you flexibility and dynamic control over your tasks. In summary, loops in Twidget offer great flexibility and power, allowing you to execute commands multiple times based on different criteria. Whether you're iterating over lists, repeating a set number of times, or running while conditions are true, loops can help you construct sophisticated workflows with ease.